Okay, guys, listen, I just had some really good interviews with the guys here at the Gladstones. These are investment bankers and also people from private equity, so forth. But to try to gain something as far as mentoring so that you could get, and you don't have to go through the whole process that I do, you would already know some of the things. So these interviews are really good. It's going to help take you to that next level. These are money people. Be involved. Listen to this very intently. It's very beneficial. See you next time. Hey, this is Dr. Lanier. So I'm in Long Beach. Jim Emslie invited me here, and he's part owner of this Gladstones in Long Beach. And he's my investment banker, and we're talking with Clark Caflisch. Did I pronounce it right?
Caflisch.
Caflisch. Damn.
Catfish. I get called catfish.
No, but I've been reading your email. I never heard it pronounced before, so at least I got that. But Clark and I, we've been discussing some things, and what I'm actually in the market for, and what most dentists I think should be, that's building any kind of wealth in the dental practice, should be building it to someday sell. So I'm just looking at either selling part or all of my practice, and in order to do that, you need people that can facilitate, and that's why I have them here. But what I'm trying to do is mentor and give back and to other doctors that are kind of fall behind me or at a different stage, maybe at a $3, $5 million, $10 million mark, and what they need to do to get to the part where maybe they're talking to private equity or a strategic partner. So I just want to ask you, Clark, what would you give to the doctors as far as what they need to be doing, what to look for, and what their thoughts might be as far as going there?
Yeah, sure. A little bit about what we do. I've belonged to a partnership, National Dental Development, and we do M&A in the dental space, sometimes for private equity, sometimes for DSOs, in some cases large insurance company that's neither of those. We also spend a lot of time mentoring, in essence, because most of our business actually isn't M&A. Most of it is working with the entrepreneurial dentist that may have 3, 5, 10 locations. And that's kind of a sweet spot for us, because you get to a certain point where you've kind of stretched your natural ability, in terms of organization and structure and financing and all that, and you need to go to the next level. And there's perils, as you approach that.
It is development. Did you say the name of your company is Dental Development?
Yes, National Dental Development.
See, right. That's it. I'm telling you, that's the key word. I didn't even, but it is. It's all about development. So yeah, so bring them to that next level. So
sometimes we also speak at dental associations and that sort of thing, because what you're talking about, doctor, is it's an important conversation to be had today, given the consolidation that's going on. And it involves everyone from the dental student up to the retiring dentist, right? And everyone in between.
Speaking of consolidation, there's a thing called roll-up out there. And can you kind of tell what a roll-up is and why it's important and how it helps a dentist? Because I know most of the time we as dentists, even though they say we're not really competing, we kind of see each other as competitors, but a roll-up is something where you have to kind of deal with competitors or something. How does that work?
Sure. Roll-ups, really, there's two flavors. One is it's someone has an existing business that is a roll-up, and they want to acquire your practice and roll it up into their existing business. Then there's that, but at an earlier stage where a roll-up is just being formed. And again, these are probably non-dentists, right? But then there's also dentists doing roll-up.
Yeah.
And these could be colleagues, associates, the 3 or 4 dentists on that side of town or something. They hear footsteps, organized dentistry.
Yeah. Because
organized dentistry, there's economies of scale, both on the buy and the sell side. They can negotiate with payers, they can negotiate with vendors. So some of the antidote in some cases is for the dentist to associate with one another,
right,
and form their own roll-up, kind of a dentist-only roll-up. So we've been involved in perhaps a dozen roll-ups,
and
of different
creates
sorts.
Value.
Oh,
that
very much so, yeah. Because an organized platform of dentists that say it's a $20 million business, that'll probably be valued at 3 times, or 2 times at least, what the individual practices are. So if you can form yourselves together and operate as an enterprise, Now, you can't just take 10 offices and run 10 separate businesses.
Right,
You
yeah.
really need to become one business
Yeah.
with 10 owners.
Yeah.
And that's a little bit of herding of cats.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
so part of that is, we get involved in some of that, helping people organize and value them, because some practices are worth more than others. Some have done, some don't.
Right,
So,
yeah.
so the mechanics of how do 5 or 10 or 3 dentists kind of roll together and form an enterprise. So, I think that's a worthwhile exercise for dentists to do.
Excellent, excellent. Now Jim is an investment banker, and I guess I was introduced to Jim through my wealth management group at Merrill Lynch, because I was asking them questions, and then they gave me a list of groups to get to, and Jim happened to be one. Jim, as an investment banker in dentistry and medicine, dentistry, so forth, how does this work? The smaller ones that are trying to get to that next level, maybe they're $3, $5 to $10 million, and they want to go to that next level. You are most of the time, I know investment bankers kind of have that you have to reach that tipping point before you guys get involved. Can you just speak on that a little bit?
Sure. I met Dr. Lanier in Kids Dental Care at the beginning of 2016. And what we talked to him when we first sat down and understood his business was that there were some infrastructure things that probably made sense, that you need people to work with that help you get to the next level in terms of growing or raising capital or potentially selling the business to create value. And that is people that deal with this all the time, like ourselves. And I'll be interfacing with Clark here on potentially a transaction for Kids Dental Care. You also need to have good financial people behind you, and Dr. Lanier found a very capable person to come in and help him with his financials and make sure that they're stated appropriately for someone else to look at and pass judgment on potential valuation, as well as legal support. And we recently just worked with, found a firm that works a lot with dental practices, and working with them. So really those are kind of the 3 pillars that someone needs when they look at potentially a monetization of their company. There's the financial, the legal, and then the investment banking to help with marketing and getting the best value for the company. So going forward, we'll be talking to Clark and other people out here for potential suitors and to try to find the best solution for Dr. Lanier.
Really, I think that any dentist that doesn't really see the business, the entrepreneur side of the business, it will lose in the long run, because if you just do dentistry over a long period of time and you don't build something that you can eventually sell, then it eventually starts to go down as you go down and with age and so forth. So you have nothing to sell of value, and that's what we're trying to introduce, is how I'm trying to mentor people to create something of value, to build a model, or you guys call it a platform they say, but I'm going today to see the movie what's the name of it, about McDonald's, the founder, and that is all about a platform. That's what I'm really about, is creating a system or a platform. That's what these guys want to buy. They don't want anything if you don't have a platform, you don't have anything you can sell to them. You got to have a platform. So more about that later. So we're here at Gladstone's, and I had the salmon stuffed with seafood, and of course it was good. Your salmon stuffed with seafood, what's not to like about that? What did you guys have? He's part owner, so he can have any damn thing he wants, you know. He picked up the tab as well.
Today I had Caesar salad with blackened salmon, one of my favorites.
Yeah.
So I come here a fair amount and do have business meetings here. It's a great place for entertainment. Bring the family, bring your girlfriend, bring your business associates. It's a place to be.
How about you? What did you have?
I had the School of Fish, which is 3 pieces of different species of fish, all modest sizes, of course, on a bed of some sort of rice. It was absolutely delicious. I would recommend that.
And then any dentist that comes to Gladstone after they watch this video, do you give them a discount or something? Do you have a secret word?
By the way, that's Gladstone's Long Beach. Not to be confused with Long Beach, as you can see out here. This is definitely not Malibu. The Queen Mary's not in Malibu.
Yes,
And
Queen Mary behind
we promise for any dentist to come in here, we'll give you a free little thing of floss afterwards.
No, it's really cool, I tell you.